Today I have a special video for you. It's an interview with Blanche, a beautiful yoga teacher. After we work together, she shares her story about rebuilding her relationship with food. And also, I'd like you to pay attention to the shift in her mentality and relationship with food, not weight loss, because I view weight loss as a side effect of making peace with food, especially in her case. But please be kind in the comments because it's another person's journey.
So my name is Blanche. I'm 31, and the last 4 months I lost 5 kilos, and I've downsized my pants two sizes. So I'm very very happy about this.
So I know that first you were hesitant to come and see me, and now you recommend me out of your free will. What changed?
I thought seeing a dietitian was not gonna help me. Um, sometimes you're just like, oh, I want to do it on my own, and you're a bit ashamed of like your body and the way you eat and everything. So I plan my diet plan on ChatGPT, and then I was like, I already have my plan. I don't need her. So but I came anyway, and really on my way, I was like, it's not gonna change anything because I already know what I'm gonna do. But it's been failing for 10 years. I never, I always have a struggle with binge eating and everything, so I never find my way on my own. So it was already a little thing to think about. So on my way here, I was like, it's not going to change, but better to try than nothing. And then you asked question that made me realize why I was behaving this way and how bad it was. Because when it's only you, you don't think it's a big deal. But then someone is looking at you and be like, this is not right. You're hurting yourself. It takes another level of the misery you're in and you don't even realize it. And I cried a lot. And there is many, many things we talked about that made me realize again the triggers why I was punishing myself so much and I didn't want to do this anymore. And my motivation went up the roof because I was like, I don't want to live this way anymore. It's awful. How can I live this way all this time, thinking about food every minute of my life? So it changed everything because the emotional support, knowing you're not on your own doing this, and someone is also going to be proud of you if you do it right. And if you do it wrong, it's not a big deal, but also you have to tell the person if you ate your entire fridge during the night. So, yeah, if I was going to have a bad behavior, I was thinking of your face and your nice, gentle smile and eyes and be like, are you sure you want to do this, darling? And that helps a lot. Yeah.
What was your biggest problem and what worked best for you?
I had, I think, two or three major problems. Binge eating. When I was emotional, lonely, stressed, I would eat my entire fridge. I always wanted to feel very heavy in my body and really full. I also had a problem about good and bad food. So I would try to not eat certain food, my favorite food, because it was bad. And I think the third is I was just obsessing because when you have a problem about something, you just think about it all the time. So if I was, yeah, I was punishing myself a lot. And I was like, oh, you ate too much yesterday. You're not going to eat today. Like this kind of behavior and thinking. And I was just thinking too much about this all the time.
Yeah, it's very common. And you know me, I prefer not to talk about kilos lost, but rather how you feel in your body. And what is the biggest difference in how you feel in yours?
I feel more gracious and free. I'm already feeling very like mobile thanks to yoga. But now that I'm thinner, it just feel freer and lighter. And I have to say, shopping is an entire different era. Like always hated shopping, seeing myself in the mirror. Nothing fit, nothing is right. Even if I size it up, I look like a big bag, whatever. And I went shopping because I lost two size of pants and all the dresses, all the tops, everything looked good. It was amazing. And usually I leave the store, I don't buy anything and I'm crying. And this time I bought a lot of things, a huge bag, and I was so happy to have this body. Yeah.
Amazing. How has your relationship with food evolved?
I feel like everything changed because I don't do the good and bad anymore. I just see food as how it makes me feel inside. Like if I eat an entire cheesecake, I'm going to feel awful for 2 days. So I don't see good and bad. I just think as food as how they trigger me in my body and how I will feel fueled by the food I eat. Um, the portion is so different. I was eating 3 to 5 times too much for my body. So the portion of my meal so small now. At first, I was actually like, I will never feel full with this, but with time, your body get used to it, and now it's just a normal thing. So I don't think about food anymore because I have a plan, I have my portions, and after 3 months, it's just normal. It's just your normal everyday life, so you don't have to think about it anymore. So I have no relationship with food anymore because I don't care about food anymore. It's just pleasure and fun and fuel, and that's it.
So it's not a toxic relationship, it's a loving one.
It's loving and pleasure relationship. Good relationship for the rest of my life, hopefully. Yeah.
Do you think that professional guidance helped you in your journey?
100%. Because for 10 years, I didn't get any help. I would read every book about intuitive eating. I knew so much about calories, and I feel like that's a problem. Like for me and other people, we feel like we know it all. But when you look at your body, you're like, come on, you don't know it all. Otherwise, you will not have the body you have. So even if you know, you don't do. So there's a problem between your brain and, your action. So professional help, just take another. First of all, it proves to yourself that it's important for you. You put the money, you put the time to be like, I'm going to take care of this problem now. I'm going to be disciplined, and I will find myself in the other side one day because I'm taking the time and effort to do it and the actions. And again, being able to talk about everything. Like, I know I can tell you dirty or very bad stuff, and it's just your job. Like, you're not going to be like, what do you mean you did eat for 3 days? Or what do you're not going to judge me. You're just here to listen, and you're the only person. Usually you cannot tell your friends, oh, by the way, I ate an entire cheesecake last night and then I almost threw up because I ate so much. You can tell your friend this, it's you and you. So you can tell your therapist, but usually they're not food, very good with food. So you are in between of my therapist and my best friend about food. So it did change everything. Yeah, because again, I knew at the end of the day, I will have to tell you if I do something very bad, and be like, I try to see your voice and make it mine. Like, Blanche is fine to do this. I changed it to my own voice and be like, you can eat this if you want. Sometimes I go to supermarket and I hear your voice being like, yeah, just get it if you want it. I just hear you. So that's a
Oh,
mirror. It helps. Yeah, it helps a lot.
oh, that's very sweet.
Mm,
Thank you very much. I am really proud of you, and I'm even more proud that you are proud of yourself.
yeah. I can't believe like I was really discovered late. Like it's been, when I discovered, oh my God, it's been 3 months. I didn't overate or ate my entire fridge or an entire chocolate bar or whatever. And when I discovered this, I was like, wow, 3 months. So I could live without doing this. And also, I feel like it's easy when you know the aftermath of like feeling good in your digestion, and it's not going to be a problem all day long because when you eat too much and stuff, you're just tired and you feel bad about yourself. And then when you just eat the right amount of food and the food that makes you feel fueled, then you don't think about it anymore. Just feel the energies towards the day, and I don't know, it's just wonderful. I don't ever want to go back, and I can't believe I waited so long to get help. Like I'm in my 30s and I finally understand how to eat, so I'm happy with food. Crazy. I wish I did this earlier, but better later than never, I guess. And I just want my friends who have like problem with food to look at me and see how in peace I am when we go to the restaurant or we go eat pastries, and I don't care at all. I don't have any like judgment of like, oh no, I can have this because yesterday I had this. I want them to see this everyday change and make them believe like, oh my God, I could be like Blanche. And I just want to be a referral for them to take the step and be like, okay, I'm just gonna do like Blanche did, see a dietitian and make a plan and actually stick to it to change my body and my mind around food. Because I have so many friends who have problem with food, and it hurts a lot to see this because you're just so free on the other side. Yeah, and you feel so good in your clothes.
In your body. Oh, yeah. Intuitive eating doesn't mean perfection. It's always work in progress. And it takes courage. And it also takes being ready for the change. It's totally normal. If you don't know where to start working on your relationship with food, watch this video about hunger and fullness. It was Vera, not French dietitian. See you next time, and à bientôt!